Hello dear friends, today we are going to continue the next part of second topic, that's birth control. So what's a birth control? In it, the birth control measures deliberately prevent fertilization and avoid unwanted pregnancy are referred to as contraceptives. These contraceptives, first of all, we see the properties of an ideal contraceptives. The first property is user friendly. Second, easily available. Third one is effective. Next one is reversible, no or least side effect. And the last one should not interfere with the sexual drive, desire and sexual act. The contraceptive, there are the various methods of contraceptives. The first method, it's a natural and the traditional method. Second one, it's barrier. Third one, it's a intrauterine device. Fourth one, it's a oral contraceptive method. Fifth one, it's a injectable, and the last one is a surgical method. So this natural, barrier, intrauterine, oral and the injectable, these are the temporary method of the contraceptive, means birth control. These are the temporary method of the birth control, but this surgical method, it's a permanent method. The first method we see, that's a natural, or it says as the traditional method. In traditional method, avoiding the chance of ovum and the sperm meeting. There are the three types of the natural and the traditional method. First one is a periodic abstinence. Second one is a coitus interruptus, and the third one is a lactational amenorrhea. The first one, it's a periodic abstinence. Avoid the coitus from days 10 to 17 of the menstrual cycle. Means during that period, the fertilization, it may occur, or the ovum which is released from the Graafian follicle. So avoid that fertilization. Avoid that period that says as the fertile period. Next one is the coitus interruptus, that is withdrawal the penis. The withdrawal penis from vagina just before ejaculation to avoid insemination. Third one, it's a lactational amenorrhea. It is the absence of menstrual cycle and ovulation due to intense lactation after parturition. Fully breastfeeding increases lactation. This method helps to prevent the conception. This is effective up to 6 months following parturition. It has no side effect, but the chance of the failure are high. The next second contraceptive, that's a barrier. This prevent the physical meeting of the sperm and the ovum. For example, it includes the condom, diaphragm, cervical cap and the valves. The first one is the condoms. It is made up of rubber and the latex sheath. Here is, in case of the male, the condom, it's a cover the penis, and the condom for female, it covers the vagina and the cervix. Condoms are used just before the coitus. They prevent the entry of the semen into the female reproductive tract. The Nero, the popular condom for male, it is easily available and is given free by government. Next one is this condom. It is a very popular because it is protect the user from the sexually transmitted diseases as well as from AIDS. Second, it is easily disposable. It can be self-inserted and thereby given privacy to user. Next one is the diaphragm, cervical cap and the valves. This diaphragm, it is made up of rubber and are inserted into the female reproductive tract to cover the cervix during the coitus. They block the entry of the sperm through the cervix. They are reusable. Spermicidal creams, jellies, foams are used along with these barriers to increase their contraceptive efficiency. Next one is the intrauterine devices, that is says as the IUDs. These are inserted by doctors or nurses in the uterus through vagina. They increase the phagocytosis of the sperms. IUDs, that is intrauterine device, are ideal method to delay pregnancy or space child. There is a three types of the IUDs. First one is a non-medicated IUDs. Second one is a copper releasing IUDs, and the third one is a hormone releasing IUDs. We see the first one, that is a non-medicated IUDs. They retards sperm motility. Also have spermicidal effect. Example, lips loop. So this one is a lips loops and it retards the sperm motility. The second one is a copper releasing iodine. So this covering, it's a copper covering. The copper ion suppress motility and fertilizing capacity of the sperms. There is a three type of copper releasing iodes. First one is the COT. So this one is a T shape. This one is the 7 shape, that is a copper 7, and this is the last one, it's a multi-loaded 375. Third type, it says as a hormone releasing IUDs. They make the uterus unsuitable for implantation and the cervix hostile to the sperm. Example, progestate, restate and the LNG20. The next fourth contraceptive, that's a temporary method, fourth temporary method of contraceptive, that's a oral. Oral administration of the progestogen and the progestogen-estrogen combination in the form of tablets. The tablets are taken daily for 21 days starting within the first 5 days of menstrual cycle. After a gap of 7 days of menstruation period, it should be repeated in the same pattern till the female desire to prevent the conceptions. They inhibit the ovulation and the implantation and taken cervical mucus to prevent the entry of the sperms. The tablets are very effective with the lesser side effects. It's an example, it's a Saheli. It's a non-new oral contraceptive for the female. It is developed by the Central Drug Research Institute in Lucknow. It contains a non-steroidal preparation. It is a once a week pills with very few side effects and a high contraceptive value. The fifth temporary contraceptive device, that is says as the injectable. The progestogen and the progestogen-estrogen combination are used by female as a injection or implant under skin. Their mode of action is like that of tablets or the pills, and their effective period are much longer. Progestogen and the progestogen-estrogen combination and the IUDs used as an emergency contraceptive within 72 hours of coitus. It avoids pregnancy due to rape or casual intercourse. Next one is a permanent method. This permanent method, that is says as a surgical method. It is says as a sterilization. Means there is a no formation of the sperm, or the sperm cannot enter inside the female reproductive tract. It helps to block the gamete and transport, thereby prevents the conceptions. It is very effective, but the reversibility is poor. There is a two methods. Is the first one is a vasectomy and the second one is a tubectomy. So the first phenomena is a vasectomy. The sterilization procedure, it's occurred in male. It is in this a small part of the small part of the vasa deferens is removed and tied up. It's removed and tied up. So you can say this part is removed and tied up through a small incision on the scrotum. The second one, it's a tubectomy. Sterilization procedure, it's a followed. It's a used in case of the female. In this, the small part of the fallopian tube, so this one is a small part of the fallopian tube. It is removed and tied up the small incision which is taken in abdomen through the vagina. There is some side effect. The side effect of the anti-natural contraceptive methods. The first one is a nausea, abdominal pain, breakthrough the bleeding, irregular menstrual bleeding, and the last one is a breast cancer. Hope so you understood it. Thanks for watching my video. Stay tuned to my channel.